Hi, everyone. Welcome back to this week's Mindset Shift. I hope that you all were able to recognize some feelings and not take them for face value, and instead tell your feelings where you wanted them to go. Well, to continue on with the theme of humor that was in last week's talk, the goal really this week is to recognize where can you find more humor in your life? Because guess what? I'm going to tell you right off the bat, you have a lot of it. There is material everywhere. And for those of you that listened last week, I was able to win a whole contest just talking about my life for 5 minutes because it's that funny. And I would bet that I'm not the only one with a very funny life. But more importantly, why is it important to really focus in on what is funny in our life? Well, if I were to tell you that I had the magic item that could give you less stress, burn calories, make you feel good all day long, build your muscles, and reduce your ability to get sick, would you want it? Well, guess what, folks? It is humor. If you can laugh, all those things actually happen. So to get us laughing, I'm going to start off with a few jokes, okay? Did you know that a panda eats for 12 hours a day? And the average American who is now quarantined also does the same. So that's why they call it a pandemic. Next good one. Why don't we go ahead and get rid of our days of the week and just say this day, that day, someday? I mean, really. I know I make light of this, and I know that there are definitely some very serious parts of this, so please hear me recognize and acknowledge that. But I really do encourage us to laugh a little bit more about our current situations, because the reality is most of this is out of our control. So what can we control and what do we talk about all the time in these videos? Our circle of control. So we get to decide if we are going to laugh at our lives or something in our lives, because we get to activate that level of joy. Last week I said don't let the feelings have the final say. And so if you were to pick a new feeling that you wanted, most of us would pick joy and happiness, and that's exactly what laughter is. Not only did I have the very funny week of just recalling my life and through, the lens of a mom that's tired and looking at all of my new products in my house as kid products, but I got to go into a weekend where I got to laugh a lot, and oh my gosh, it is just so refreshing. And one thing I realized about myself is I can get pretty serious. Like I can get very structured and I have to do it this way. And one thing that laughter really opens me up to is the ability to take myself less seriously, ultimately allowing me to live a lighter day. And I don't know about you, but I think we all need to do that. We all need to have less weight pulling us back or holding us down. And when we do that, we just get to show up so much more full for others, or we get to show up differently for others. And my guess is, the less stress we have, the less sick we become, or the less resistant we become. And so today's mindset shift is really about how can you laugh instead of loathe the things in your life. And so laugh by definition really means exude that joy and happiness that we're talking about. And loathing is like we're hesitant, we resist, we're reluctant. And so anytime we resist, sometimes that problem persists. Where if we can let go and lighten up, more light comes our way. So this week, you guys, I really encourage you to look for material in your life that you can laugh at. Look for material in the community that you can laugh at. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, that is what you can control. You can control the meaning that you give something. And so, like I shared last week, I had some examples, and one of them was like, my house is messy, or this and that, and it would get me all frustrated. And then I decided to look at my house like a tornado. Look at that, the tornado just came through again. Can you believe it? Or I would talk about the clippers, clipping my kids' nails. They're not a fan. And I decided to look at that instead of like they're resisting me. I now kind of giggle because I'm like, ha ha ha, this is my chance to put them in the chamber and pay them back for making the mess. And so anyway, just a lightheartedness approach to all the things that we have to do on a daily basis anyway. But if we can laugh at them and laugh at ourselves in the process, we just have way more energy at the end of the day. I promise. Try this out and let me know how it goes. But I am wishing you all a great week. So my challenge for you this week is, what can you laugh at instead of loathe? All right, see you next time.
Yeah, well, I know it's a little early in the morning to go here, but I used to think when I was single and before children, oh, bath. What is a bath like for you? I'm going to sit in the bath. I'm going to be relaxed. It's going to be so nice. I'm going to put like some candles, some bubbles. Now, I don't go to the bathroom without this, because when I go into the bathtub, what might I find that I need to see? 3 boys, people, 3 boys. It's real, it's often, it's every day. Okay, we got a couple more goodies in here. What do we got this for?
That's a stress ball for mommy.
Yes, great idea. Thank you. See, we've got one guy who has a toddler. He knows. This is yesterday. This is the range of my children. I said, what are we going to do today? What's an activity? And one says, let's play duck, duck, goose. And I thought, oh, that's so nice. We can do that. The other, let's play dodgeball. Just a nice shirt. I'm just going to fold some clothes here and get things together for my boys. What does that become? What does my nice folded pile of clothes become?
A whip.
A whip, and also, yes, Mom folded warm laundry. Jump on it. What does this become? In the eyes of a toddler. Yes, survival, and something that is reheated 18 times a day because I can never finish it. And, of course, something else I never finish. If I were to ever open one of these in front of one of my children, it is never really for me. It is, snack? Can we have a snack? Mom, are you going to share your snack?